How we doing, people? All right, I'm Tex. Wife Dawn, she's inside there. We're staying at a friend's location, here in Napanee, and got set up doors. We can come here and stay the night and so forth. And when we're back in Napanee, so it comes out really nice. But so I'm sitting on the stoop out here, and I have a couple questions. I have no answers. That's my problem. So here's the questions. It's all tax related, and it's one of those little things that if you talk to this person, they tell you it's covered. It's a tax write-off. You talk to this person, no, that's not covered as a tax write-off. No, you got to pay for that out of your pocket. Okay. All right, so we got several different things here. Now, with that being said, here's what it comes down to. Let's take a look at the first thing. Lucy Blue over there. As you can tell, she has a tag on the front. Okay, that's advertisement right there. No, it's a YouTube advertisement and everything. DTN Living Life. Cool. Sharp looking. Is that covered? Is that a tax write-off because it's marketing? Okay. The fuel that we drive back from the location, is it the mileage that's covered or the fuel? The fuel that we use that goes in the vehicle that we drive out to destination. Okay, when we pick up an RV and we drive it out to the location. Now that RV is not ours, so therefore, is the fuel covered or is it mileage that's covered? No, these are just simple little questions. I get told different ways. Okay, mileage is better than fuel, but then when you actually tally up some of the stuff, it's really not. So that's where the question's at. And if we file it one way one year, can we file it a different way the next year? No, these are all questions that I've literally asked individuals and a lot of people, and nobody's really come across and said, this is it. Now, I have nothing against a CPA, but that's the general term. It's like saying lawyer. Okay, you got corporate lawyers, you got divorce lawyers, you've got inheritance lawyers, you've got all these different types of lawyers that go out and study specific things. I want a tax accountant. I don't want a CPA. I don't want a tax preparer, because a person that does preparation for tax does not know the full ins and outs of all taxes, whereas a tax accountant has to be tested to know all the ins and outs and keep up with that, because that's how they keep their certification. So those are some of the questions. Here's some more questions. No, we drive going out to a location. If we go to Walmart's and pick up kielbasa and sauerkraut and cook that on the way to our destination, us picking up the sauerkraut and stuff, is that considered as a covered? So because it's not a restaurant, it's us picking up food to eat on the way, instead of using restaurants. So I mean, what is covered? And okay, here's another one. We're nomads, so we actually don't have a home. We pay to stay at this little place right here. When we're back in town, it's cheaper than the motel and so forth. So yeah, but yet at the same time, is that covered? Is that a tax write-off? We're using it for business purposes. Our street address on our driver's license and cars registered to South Dakota, but we're only in South Dakota one time and maybe two times in 3 or 5 years. So are we able to use a tax write-off for 365 days? Because we're never in one location. We keep on moving. No. Now, yes, we do come back to this location quite a bit. No, but we only stay a night and then keep going. So, I mean, what is a tax write-off? How much is tax write-off? What can be your tax write-off? Does anybody know an actual tax accountant? Not a tax preparation person, but an actual tax accountant? So there's some questions about taxes. And I mean, I can probably come up with probably 100 more. And before somebody contacts me and says, well, my guy says, well, okay, ask your guy if he's a tax accountant. And if he says there's no need to know a tax accountant, then that's because he's not a tax accountant. Whereas you ask a tax accountant, he'll tell you there's a good need for a tax accountant. And that's the point. That's my whole point. It's like I was classified as a network engineer, but I have no college to give me an engineer degree. All right? Plenty of people called me a network engineer, and I would correct them anytime they introduced me as a network engineer. Now, did I have a CCNA? Did I have CCNP? Did I have the CCNP wireless? Did I have the CCNP security systems? Did I have all those certifications? Yes. Did I have Microsoft certifications? Yes. Did I have Noel certifications? Yes. Did I have Oracle certifications? Yes. So literally I have quite a few certifications that gives me the capabilities of doing that same job, but I'm not that educated to the point of being an engineer. Okay, so therefore I never claimed to be one, even though I've introduced myself as a network engineer a couple of times, just so people will leave it alone. Because when I say I'm a network person, they're like, what do you do in network? I design and develop and build networks for corporations and school districts and things like that, but I don't do that anymore. So yeah, my old job, I was a network engineer. Not anymore. When I was there, I wasn't a network engineer. See how cool that works? I was a network engineer after I've left there. It's like being a legend. That got in the conversation not too long ago. Somebody says, well, if you never become famous, you can always be a legend after you pass. Yep, so true. All right, there you go. Looking for a tax accountant. Anybody know one? Anybody got any contacts for one? Drop this video off to them. Tell them, hey, this guy's needing a tax accountant. Let's go with it. Don't forget to hit the like, dislike, like again, notifications bell, and subscribe. Almost forgot to subscribe this time. No, peace, love, and jelly beans, people. Y'all be safe out there.